Success is not an accident. It's the sum of small, intentional choices made every single day. Today, we'll uncover the powerful daily habits that separate the ultra-successful from the rest. Habits that ignite purpose, fuel discipline, and create unstoppable momentum in life. The morning ritual is not just a routine. It is the foundation upon which all success is built. When you wake up, the very first moments of your day determine the quality of every hour that follows. Imagine, just for a moment, that your mornings are like the blueprint of a building. If the blueprint is weak or unclear, the entire structure will falter. But when you start with clarity, intention, and purpose, you set the stage for a day of unstoppable progress. Successful people understand this deeply. They don't leave their mornings to chance or distraction. Instead, they craft rituals that prepare their minds and bodies for the challenges ahead. This might mean waking early before the noise of the world begins, to spend time focusing on their goals, reflecting on their mission, or planning their priorities. It's not about rushing, it's about awakening with purpose. Ask yourself, how do I want my day to unfold? Do I want to react to circumstances, or do I want to create my reality from the very start? When you master your morning ritual, you choose to lead your day rather than being led by it. The power is in those first intentional actions, whether it's exercise to energize your body, reading to sharpen your mind, or simply a moment of quiet focus to align your heart with your vision. What many don't realize is that this ritual is the spark that ignites discipline. Discipline is not born from motivation alone. It is cultivated through consistent, daily practice. And that practice begins each morning. When you rise with discipline, you carry that momentum forward, and obstacles that once seemed overwhelming suddenly become manageable. But the morning ritual is just the beginning. It sets the tone, yes, but what comes next is mastering your mindset, because success lives first in the mind. How you think about your day, your challenges, and your potential determines everything. And so as we move forward, ask yourself, what are the thoughts that will shape my day? Will I allow doubt to creep in, or will I command my mind toward victory? The morning is your launch pad, but your mindset is the engine. Let's explore how to fuel that engine for unstoppable success. You see, the way you think, your thoughts, your beliefs, your mental attitude will either propel you forward or hold you captive. Every morning after you rise and begin your ritual, the next most important habit is mastering your mindset. It's not enough to simply wake up early or follow a routine. Your mind must be trained to see opportunities where others see obstacles, to focus on solutions instead of problems, and to believe in your ability to achieve greatness even before the first step is taken. Ask yourself this powerful question: what story am I telling myself today? Am I filling my mind with doubt and fear, or am I feeding it with confidence and clarity? You must understand that your thoughts are like seeds. Plant the right ones and you will harvest success. Plant the wrong ones and you will grow failure. But it takes discipline to guard your mind, because every day, distractions and negative influences will try to invade your mental space. Positive discipline in your thinking means choosing deliberately what you allow to enter your mind. It means rejecting excuses and embracing responsibility. It means replacing "I can't" with "how can I," and turning setbacks into lessons rather than defeat. The ultra-successful do not stumble because they are lucky. They are victorious because they have trained their minds to focus on what matters and to push past every mental barrier. But here's something many overlook. Mindset is not a switch you flip once. It's a muscle you must strengthen daily. It requires repetition, self-awareness, and courage to confront your inner doubts. The question is, are you willing to do the work? Because the truth is, the success you desire will never outpace the strength of your mindset. Now, with your mind sharpened and your attitude aligned, the next habit is to treat time as your greatest asset. You'll learn how to prioritize with purpose, because time wasted is opportunity lost. How you manage your minutes determines the outcome of your mission. So let's discover how to master this most precious resource. Time. How often do we say, "I don't have enough of it"? Yet the ultra-successful understand a truth that many miss. Time is your greatest asset. Unlike money, which can be lost and regained, time once spent is gone forever. It is the one resource that, no matter who you are, is given to you in equal measure every single day, 24 hours. So the question is not how much time you have, but how you choose to use it. Imagine your day as a bank account, and every minute as a dollar. Will you spend those dollars wisely investing in your future, or will you waste them on distractions that bring no return? The successful don't allow their days to be stolen by busyness without progress. They learn to prioritize with purpose, focusing on high-impact activities that move them closer to their goals. Here's the secret. Not all tasks are created equal. Some are urgent but not important. Others are important but not urgent. The difference between those who succeed and those who simply stay busy is the ability to recognize what truly matters and to say no to what doesn't. It's a discipline that requires clarity of vision and firm boundaries. Ask yourself, what will I say yes to today? And what must I refuse to protect my time? Many fall into the trap of reacting to every demand, every notification, every interruption. But the ultra-successful create structure around their time. They schedule their day like a mission, blocking hours for focused work, for rest, and for renewal. They guard their time fiercely because they know that once it slips away, it cannot be reclaimed. But here's where it gets even more powerful. Managing time with purpose is impossible without consistency. Motivation fades, distractions rise, and the temptation to revert to old habits is strong. So what keeps them moving forward? What is the unseen force behind their relentless progress? That, my friends, is the next habit: consistency over motivation. Because motivation is temporary, but consistency creates lasting results. Let's dive into why showing up every day matters more than waiting to feel inspired. Motivation, everyone talks about it, everyone chases it. But here's the truth: motivation is fleeting. It's like a spark that ignites a fire, but that fire can quickly die out if you don't have something deeper to sustain it. That's why consistency is the unseen force behind every success story. You see, motivation might get you started, but consistency is what keeps you going, day after day, no matter how you feel. Think about this. How many times have you felt pumped up and ready to conquer the world, only to lose steam a few days later? That's because motivation depends on emotions, and emotions fluctuate. One day you feel unstoppable, the next you feel tired, distracted, or discouraged. The ultra-successful understand this, and they don't wait for motivation to strike. Instead, they commit to showing up every single day, whether they feel like it or not. Consistency means creating habits that support your goals. It's about discipline, doing the right things repeatedly until they become part of who you are. When you are consistent, you build momentum. Small wins accumulate, and before you know it, you're moving faster, stronger, and closer to your vision. It's the compound effect in action. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of persistent, daily effort. But consistency also requires patience. In a world obsessed with instant results, many give up too soon. They expect immediate breakthroughs and quit when they don't see them. Yet the truth is, the journey to greatness is a marathon, not a sprint. You must trust the process and keep pushing forward, even when progress seems invisible. Now, consistency alone isn't enough if you don't have a clear direction. That's where strategic goal setting comes into play. Without goals, consistency is like running in circles. Lots of effort, but no real progress. So how do you turn your vision into actionable steps? How do you set goals that inspire you and guide your daily actions? Next, we will explore how to set powerful goals that transform dreams into reality, giving you a roadmap to success that keeps you focused and driven. Goals without strategy are like ships without a compass, aimlessly drifting, vulnerable to every wave and wind. If you want to turn your vision into reality, you must learn the art of strategic goal setting. It's not enough to say, I want to be successful, or I want to achieve more. Those are desires, not plans. The ultra-successful take their dreams and break them down into clear, measurable, and achievable goals that guide every decision they make. Ask yourself, what exactly do I want to accomplish? And more importantly, why do I want it? Purpose fuels persistence. When your goals are tied to a deep why, you create a force powerful enough to push through obstacles. But clarity is key. Vague goals lead to vague results. Instead of I want to be rich, Say, I want to increase my income by 30% within 1 year. Instead of I want to be healthier, say, I will exercise 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Specific goals create focus, and focus is the secret to progress. But setting goals is only the beginning. The ultra-successful build a roadmap, a plan of action that breaks their goals into smaller steps. This plan holds them accountable and keeps them from getting overwhelmed. They prioritize tasks that have the highest impact on their progress, knowing that not every activity carries equal weight. This means learning to say no to distractions and yes to what drives results. Remember, goals must be flexible. Life will throw curveballs, and rigid plans can become roadblocks. The key is to remain committed to the outcome, but adaptable in the approach. If one path is blocked, find another way. Persistence and adaptability go hand in hand. Now that you have a clear vision and a strategy to achieve it, the next habit to cultivate is continuous learning and growth. Because in a world that never stops changing, the ability to learn faster than your competition will set you apart. So are you ready to become a lifelong student of success? Let's explore how growth fuels achievement. Growth is the heartbeat of success. If you stop learning, you stop progressing. The ultra-successful know this truth better than anyone. They understand that the world is constantly evolving, and to stay ahead, they must commit to continuous learning and personal development. This isn't about occasional bursts of study or self-improvement. It's a daily habit, a mindset that says, I will be better today than I was yesterday. Ask yourself, how often do I seek knowledge? Do I allow myself to become comfortable in what I already know, or do I challenge myself to grow? The moment you stop expanding your mind, you begin to shrink in your potential. Growth requires curiosity and humility, the willingness to admit you don't have all the answers, and the courage to seek them out. Learning doesn't always mean formal education or complex course. It can be as simple as reading a book, listening to a podcast, attending a seminar, or engaging with mentors who challenge your thinking. Every new idea you absorb, every new skill you practice, adds to your capacity to perform at a higher level. But more importantly, it changes the way you see the world, opening doors to opportunities you never imagined. This habit of growth creates a feedback loop. Each new skill mastered fuels confidence, which encourages even more learning. It also builds resilience. When challenges come, and they will have a broader toolkit to navigate them, because you have invested in yourself. But here's a critical point. Learning without action is wasted potential. The ultra-successful don't just accumulate knowledge. They apply it consistently. They test new ideas, make adjustments, and keep moving forward. Growth becomes a dynamic process, not a static goal. Now, as you expand your mind and skill set, you'll find that the people you surround yourself with become even more important. Building strong relationships is the next key habit, because your network can either lift you higher or hold you back. So who are you choosing to walk with on this journey? Let's uncover how to build a network that propels you toward your greatest success. Behind every ultra-successful person is a network, a circle of relationships built on trust, respect, and shared vision. These relationships are not accidental, they are intentional. Building strong connections is one of the most powerful daily habits you can cultivate, because your network becomes your net worth. Ask yourself, who are the people I spend the most time with? Are they individuals who challenge me, inspire me, and push me to become better? Or are they those who drain your energy, hold you back, or keep you stuck in old patterns? The company you keep has a profound impact on your mindset, your opportunities, and your results. Success is contagious, but so is negativity. Building strong relationships requires effort and authenticity. It's not about collecting contacts or networking superficially. It's about creating genuine connections where both parties grow and benefit. This means investing time, listening deeply, offering value without expecting immediate returns, and being reliable. Relationships built on mutual support become a foundation for success that can withstand challenges. Moreover, your network expands your influence. When you surround yourself with people who share your passion and drive, doors open that you could never open alone. Collaboration creates synergy, where the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Whether it's mentorship, partnership, or simply encouragement, these connections accelerate your progress. But remember, relationships are a two-way street. you must be willing to give as much as you receive. Success is not just about what others can do for you, but what you can do for others. This mindset creates loyalty and builds a reputation that attracts more opportunities. Yet, as vital as relationships are, none of it can be sustained without balance. The habit of rest and renewal is the final key to maintaining your excellence, because without proper recovery, even the strongest willpower and best relationships will eventually weaken. So how do you recharge effectively to keep performing at your peak? Let's explore the power of rest and renewal, the secret to sustained excellence that fuels every other habit we've talked about. Rest and renewal are not signs of weakness. They are the secret weapons of the ultra-successful. In a culture that glorifies busyness and non-stop hustle, many believe that taking time to rest means falling behind. But nothing could be further from the truth. Without proper rest, your body and mind cannot perform at their highest level. Fatigue clouds judgment, drains creativity, and kills motivation. The greatest achievers understand that rest is not optional, it is essential. Ask yourself, how well am I caring for my most valuable asset? Are you pushing beyond your limits day after day, or are you intentionally scheduling time to recharge? Rest comes in many forms: quality sleep, moments of stillness, breaks throughout the day, and periods of complete disconnection. When you allow yourself to renew, you come back stronger, sharper, and more focused. But renewal goes beyond the physical. It includes mental and emotional recovery. Taking time to clear your mind, reflect on your progress. Taking time to clear your mind, reflect on your progress, and celebrate small wins builds resilience. It reduces stress and guards against burnout. It also restores your passion and vision, reminding you why you started the journey in the first place. Incorporating rest into your daily habits requires discipline. Discipline to say no to overworking, to turn off distractions, and to protect your time. It means listening to your body's signals and respecting your limits. The irony is, the more you rest strategically, the more productive and effective you become. It creates a cycle of energy and performance that fuels every other habit we've discussed. Your morning rituals, mindset, consistency, learning, and relation. So remember, success is a marathon, not a sprint. Your ability to sustain excellence depends on your commitment to rest and renewal. Balance is the foundation that keeps all your efforts alive and thriving. Now take all these habits: the morning ritual, mastering your mindset, managing your time, choosing consistency, setting goals strategically, embracing growth, building strong relationships, and prioritizing rest, and make them your daily practice. Success is not a secret reserved for a few. It is a lifestyle accessible to anyone willing to commit. The question is, will you start today? Because your future depends on what you do with your habits.